Welcome to the Boot Hill Museum in Dodge City, Kansas. Named after a cowboy cemetery that is on the grounds, this place has been open since the late 1940s.
So long as it's whiskey. It's no Delmonico's. Not yet.
The museum walkthrough starts at the buffalo hunting era and showcases the events and ideas that turned it into a boomtown during the cattle drive and wheat farming period. It starts with a period of buffalo hunting and interactions with the native population. It continues to show the damn near decimation of the buffalo. There are transportation artifacts explaining how the popular means of migration and moving commerce was first stagecoach via the Santa Fe Trail through that area. Then it moves on to trains, which we actually have a vehicle tour of on the train outside, which will be linked below. They have an exhibition on fashion and what was popular for men and women at the time. There are exhibits on the jobs of the era, like whoring and wrestling, and some of the exhibits are like living pictures from Harry Potter, and the actors explain how they were supposedly perceived by the folk of the time.
Can you believe I thought my career was over? I came from one of the best families in Boston.
There's also a pretty vast exhibit on the founders of Dodge City itself, some of which are notable cowboy icons. The next part of the museum is an Old West Front Street replica to walk through. There's a general store where you can buy a variety of wares and treats like homemade fudge and saltwater taffy. Next door to there is a legit saloon where they sell modern beer and frosty sarsaparillas if you don't imbibe in alcohol. There is a stage attached where they sometimes have a seasonal variety show. The museum continues on from there, where you can see a few more indoor replica exhibits on gunfighting, horse tack shops, hardware stores, a jail with some notable local outlaws, then a doctor's office. There's a printing press, a gambling den where you can learn about several different games, including Faro, and there's an undertaker supply store, a boot store, a bank, a post office, and a photography studio. This was started by the local JC's organization as a community service project, so there's an exhibit about honorary marshals. There's also a banquet hall, and during certain times of the year, there's a separately ticketed event that include a country-style dinner and reenactments. There are a few other outbuildings, including a mid-Victorian cattleman's home, which has a scavenger hunt included in the touring of it. It was interesting to see exhibits on how the house was set up, what doors guests versus friends would come in, and the rooms that the little ones weren't allowed to be in, and what their chores would be during that time. Other outbuildings included a blacksmith carriage shop and a small church. And like every other museum, it ended with a very expansive gift shop. See the links below for the museum's main page and consider clicking the like button if you enjoyed exploring with us here at VR Virtual Studio.